Hey guys, how are you and welcome back to my channel. Now if you're new to my channel, my name is Emma. I make videos about healthy living, my weight loss struggles, and lifestyle in general, how I live my life as a mother and as a wife and as Emma at the same time. So if that is something that you might like, kindly consider subscribing to my channel. Now you guys, in today's mental check-in video, this video was inspired by the Facebook group that I joined that is called Unmothering The Mother. It's a group of Kenyan women that just shares their journey in motherhood. It could be their joys, it could be their burdens, but however, specifically in today's video, I wanted us to share the burdens of motherhood. I find that especially in African society, well, I'll speak about African society because I'm an African. In African society, we share the joys. You know how amazing the baby's crawling, the baby's talking, the baby's teething, the baby can walk now. No, the baby's kicking if you're pregnant. Oh, my cravings. But nobody really kind of shares the burdens that comes with motherhood, the emotional stress, the emotional trauma that comes with motherhood. And I'm not saying that everybody gets traumatized. There are some people, it's just a beautiful bliss. It happens. And then there are some people, it's just like they go through a lot emotionally and they cannot share it with anybody. So I just wanted us to share, to talk about the burdens of motherhood that we don't talk about in an African society. So as I said, this video was inspired by that group, Unmothering the Mother. Honestly, you guys, I joined this group like last month, and I don't want to lie, this group was so triggering to me. The stories that women share there, I could relate, and they're so triggering to be like, I would like, when I hear somebody sharing their story, I'm just like, wow, I went through exactly the same thing. Personally, I remember when I got pregnant with my first child, I was very young, I was 22. I remember, you guys, the first 6 months into my pregnancy, I would wish that, you know what, I'm gonna wake up in the morning and this whole nightmare is gonna be gone. I'm gonna have my periods back. Every time when I wake up in the morning, I'm checking my panties if I'm on period yet, and every day my periods don't come, I get so disappointed. And it got, when I was like 7 months now, it was like, yeah, Emma, this is real now, you know, get used to it, you're not going nowhere, this baby is here to stay, you can as well adjust. But it was really emotionally, oh my god, I was just not ready. I was not ready to be responsible for this life, you know, that I'm about to bring. Having a baby, it's life changing. But while I was going, all these emotions inside of me, the confusion, the stress, outside, I was joining the world that was celebrating, oh, the baby, oh, you're gaining weight, oh, the tummy's getting big, oh, what are you craving? Inside, I was just crying, you know, I was just like, I'm not ready, this is too much for me. And then the baby came. So as our culture, Zimbabweans, where we come from, when the baby comes, the baby is born, everybody's just in your face, yay, the baby, everybody's excited, they all wanna, they don't give you a chance. You know, I know other cultures, they'll give you like 3 months and then they'll come to see the baby after 3 months. But in the Zimbabwean culture, it's a competition of, I want to see the baby the day the baby is born, you know. So I remember when I got home after from the hospital, I was so desperate to go back to the hospital. I felt so much safe in hospital because I couldn't stand all these people around me. And then, okay, that whole crazy phase is gone. Now there was the pressure from my own mother, you know. I love my mother but the pressure of her taking over my baby, to bath the baby. I had a winter baby. She'll be like, you can't bath the baby every day, it's winter, you need to wipe the baby, do not bath the baby, do not change the baby, do this, oh, the umbilical cord, do that. Oh my god, I felt like I could explode. It was just too much. Honestly, it was too much. I couldn't take it. And I know from her it's coming from a good place. Of course, she's my mother, but inside I'm just like, give me a break. Can I just enjoy this? I'm my first time mother. Can I just bath my own baby for the first time? I want to be the one bathing my baby, but I couldn't do that. My mother takes over everything. It was just like, yeah, I don't want to lie, emotionally inside I was burning, but outside it's just like you put a face. You need, like, people, they're providing moral support that you so much need, but in that moment you don't see it. Emotionally you're not seeing it. Emotionally you're like, this is too much, but from the outside this is good support. You need it, because if you didn't have this support, it could be, you know, another story. Yeah, I remember that phase when my mother was living with us. It was too much, and when she decided that she was going to leave, I felt so much relieved. As much as I loved my mother, but I just felt so much relieved. And then came the journey of just now adopting to my new life, because bringing life to the world, honestly, it's a big thing, and my life has changed now. I remember I went back to work quickly, like 4 weeks, when my baby was like 4 weeks. I called my boss. I'm like, hey, can I come back to work? And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, I am so sure. I want to come back to work. It was just me trying to run away from my reality. I'm just thinking, you know what, I'm still that vibey Emma that goes to work, that goes partying and stuff. So I still wanted to feel like my life hasn't changed, you know. There is no baby here that has changed my life totally upside down. That's how I used to look at it. But then still, while I'm at work, I'll be reminded that, Sissy, you're a new person now. My boobs would start swelling, they'll start leaking. As much as you've got breast pads, it gets to a point where the breast pads cannot hold it anymore. You are all wet here. Then at that moment, I remember I would go and lock myself in the bathroom and I would cry. Like, I'm crying because my shirt is wet. It's a mess, especially if you're wearing a white shirt. It's like making a whole huge map over on your chest. Yeah, it was a lot. Thank God I had a very good husband. I never shared this with him. Like, even now when he watches this video, it will be like, oh wow, why didn't you tell me that was what you're going through? I never shared that part of my life with him. It felt like if you want to share, it's like, what's wrong with you? You're trying to look for attention when the baby should be getting the attention, you know. My husband was so excited with his first baby, you guys, I don't want to lie. He was the happiest man in the world. He was doing everything that he can. He would wake up at night to change the baby's nappies. He would wake up and feed the baby. He would take the baby for immunization. Yes, my first baby, I never took him for immunization. I think the first immunization, the one after 3 days, that's the only one I did. The rest, my husband used to take his child for immunization. I think if I had shared with him what I was going through emotionally, he would totally have understood. But I also didn't want it to be overwhelming for him. He was like very hands-on with the baby. Then it's me here with my emotions. So, you know, Africans, we don't really share our emotions like that. So fast forward to 2020 now, being a mother of 2, and we're living through a pandemic. Let me tell you, if the only good thing that 2020 brought was I got to spend time with my sons, you know. It was emotionally beautiful. It wasn't emotionally draining being a parent in 2020. I got to bond with my sons, so it was such a beautiful thing. Now 2020, living through a pandemic and being a mother, it was such a beautiful, even when I had to homeschool them, it was such a beautiful thing, you guys. I don't want to lie. I am sure there are other mothers that went through the opposite because of the pandemic, but for me it was such a beautiful moment. Like, if there's one thing that 2020 brought that was positive, it is me getting to spend more time with my kids and getting to know them better, you know. Because when they're at school and I'm at work, or if I'm home, they come back, they eat, they nap, they shower, they go to sleep. You hardly have that one-on-one and try to get to understand your kids and know them better. So that's the beautiful thing that happened to me in 2020 in terms of motherhood. But you guys, let's just agree, motherhood is such a beautiful thing. The good outweighs the bad. So I'm not saying all was ugly. No, it was such a beautiful thing to bring life. I could never trade my kids for anything in the world, you know. So but I would like to hear from you guys. If you are comfortable sharing your stories, let's continue this conversation in the comment section. Let me know if you had any ugly moments. Not everybody goes through, like, we don't all go through the same. There are some people it's been a total bliss from A to Z. I would love to hear your beautiful story. Comment down below in the comment section. How was the journey of motherhood, adapting to this new life? Because you know, once you become a mother, let's just agree, your life is no longer your life anymore. It's a new journey, beautiful as it is, but it comes with its own struggles as well. Comment down below in the comment section. I would love to hear your stories. But that was it for today's video, you guys. I love you for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.